We actually left Zion without using the dump station. There was a big line because apparently that's the same place you fill up with water, and there was a couple RVs in front of us that needed water, and the water was running really slow, so one of the guys told me that maybe I could be waiting there for 30 or 45 minutes. I said, nah, we're just gonna hit the road. I guess in retrospect I could have pulled up on the other side and used all my sewer hose extensions just to dump, but you know, we're trying to get to Bryce. We didn't really have tanks anywhere close to full, still had a good amount of fresh water. I mean, the grand scheme, percentage-wise, of a combined weight of 22,000 pounds this thing is, I mean, really, I'd rather just save the hour and get on the road. So we're here at Pipe Spring National Monument, which has a lot of more information about the Paiute Indians that we learned from the nature talk the other night. We're gonna hop inside and get yet another Junior Ranger badge. But so far, a really nice drive, beautiful area out here. Just amazing how wide open these views are. I thought it was really interesting to find out that, I mean, I'd known about Stephen Mather about starting the National Park Service, but I did not know that he actually visited this site and played a very big part in actually starting this as a national monument. So really interesting things to discover out here. First, when we were at Zion in the Ranger program, they talked about the Southern Paiute. And then I'm glad that we stopped here on the way to Bryce instead of, I think the way most people would go is through 9 and through the tunnel. If we hadn't come through here, we wouldn't have learned about this place in history.
That looks like rain, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like rain.
Rain.
Yeah, and to think most people are just flying by this place on their way to Lake Powell and all the interesting history here.
But we are all done with our Junior Ranger stuff.
Yep.
So now we can go get our badge.
Oh, we did meet a family that was 400 some parks in.
No, 3.
300 something. They visited 300 some National Park Service sites and
320 something.
320 something, and they had
A Rubbermaid storage bin
Full of badges.
badges.
Vests with badges on them.
Yep.
There were 2, about this big, covered.
covered.
The front was badges and the back was patches.
So let that be an inspiration to everyone out there. We'll go see a wagon and then
Yeah, let's make it fast.
get our badges and off to Bryce. Morning or the day before, I had talked about how my WRX was getting kind of beat up from the trip and it was getting all dusty and messy, and I had no idea what was in store for us. So we ended up driving through some road construction. We were driving through just a tar and gravel minefield. And my poor car, because it was being towed, just the whole left side just got hammered. But we had to pull over and clean off some. In fact, part of my bumper cover was hanging off after driving through that construction. And then by the time we got to Bryce, we worked on it some more, and we ended up pulling, I don't know, it was this huge amount of gravel off of the motorhome and the car. The car hasn't been saved since. It was still drivable, but I've been picking gravel out of it since. But, you know, it didn't end our trip. It didn't really put any kind of a major hindrance. Got a shout out to Arizona. At least we got in touch with the right people. Arizona DOT, and then an insurance adjuster or two, and both my motorhome and my car were taken care of. So, not a bad day. We drove through some beautiful scenery. After we left the road construction, we started heading north back into Utah, and it was really great to see, after some desert time and heat, just to see trees again, the Dixie National Forest getting towards Bryce. We did have some forest fire smoke kind of following us around, but none of that got too near us. Really cool driving through those tunnels on Highway 12 to get to Bryce, and then once we arrived at Ruby's, it was nice to pull into a developed campground. So we'll see what we do tomorrow. I have no idea. We'll find out.